Hello and welcome to BETE. Today we will be showing you an iOS application called iCardSort. It is available on all iOS, or I guess all iPad devices. It's $9.99 from the iOS App Store. iCardSort is a really cool application. It allows you to provide a virtual interface for sorting cards. You can create cards by any subject. It's completely customizable. It's a great application to use for math topics, reading topics, writing activities. If your class is using Words Their Way, you can integrate this application with their spelling activities. I used to provide as an alternative assignment for my students for homework when I was teaching in a self-contained autism classroom. Many of my parents had this application on their children's iPads, and for homework, rather than sorting cards, they would sort words through this application. So I'm going to pull it up, show it to you guys, and feel free to let us know what you think. So this is iCardSort. Once again, it's available on the iOS App Store. Cool thing with this application is you can create lots of decks. I use this for social skills instruction. I'm trying to assist students with work habits, things like that in the classroom. These are some of the decks I haven't used this app at all, as you can tell by the dates. But these are some of the topics I've worked with students on. So as you can see, I've done it with working on conversations, created decks for expected and unexpected behaviors, idioms, math combinations, talking about different types of topics, things, or different types of pizzas you can make. Great skill for math. Yeah, 2 different versions for Words Their Way. So just a lot of cool things with this. So whenever you create a deck in here, each card, as you can touch it, it's movable. So when you're trying to put your cards into a deck, you can have your deck set up so that all the students' words are in a pile. There's also a randomizer up here where you can hit shuffle cards and it'll shuffle all the cards together. And as the students complete the activity, they can go look at the categories and they can touch the word and they can move it to whatever category they need. I'm actually not paying attention to where I'm putting words right now. But yeah, so you can put cards in different places. So one of the cool things with it is you can type out words, but you can also take pictures. So I found this really useful with some of the different levels in Words Their Way. As you know, as the higher the words up, the Words Their Way program, they take away a lot of the pictures that come with the words. And then sometimes trying to find a way to write out the font for each of the categories is difficult too. So providing the picture ability is a great useful tool. So this Words Their Way sort for within word category had no pictures, so I just typed up all the words and then I went and took pictures of the category headings. In this other one, in letter name, I went and just took pictures of each of the words, and that way the student could identify the word they needed and drag it into the category that they need. So that's a really cool little tool with it. Talking math, trying to figure out how many different combinations you can make for different items. One of my students was struggling with this in one of his math classes, so we just created a iCardSort where we were trying to figure out how many different types of pizzas he could make. So we had our different headings, different cheeses, different meats, different crusts. And the student was able to then go and take all of his headings and put it into order. So he knew he could make a thin crust pizza with American cheese and bacon, or he could put some mozzarella on it, or he could put cheddar on it. So each time we did it, we had a separate piece of paper where we would tally each combination that he could make. Using it, one of the big things I do these days is expected and unexpected behaviors. So I use iCardSort to kind of go and have the students sort out what is expected, what is unexpected, which things are okay to do at school, which things aren't, what is a good situation, what is a good time to use different skills, things like that. In terms of conversations, if students working on how to complete a conversation, they can go and they can sort out how a conversation works. But no, so you can put as many decks as you want in it. It's a really cool tool. It's really easy to make a deck. To create a deck, all you're going to do is click up here on the top left. You see decks. Click decks. Hit the little plus sign that is on the left, not the one on the right. And what that's going to do is bring up the menu to create a new deck. So in this deck, I'm just going to call this breakfast foods versus dinner foods. My keyboard on, currently my keyboard might help. So breakfast food versus dinner foods. Alright, so I'm going to enter. And what that's going to do is creates my category. Now I can go and create cards for it. So I'm going to go up here to the top, hit plus, creates a card. Inside the card I can choose different colors, things like that. So what I like to do when it comes to headings, I like to have my headers different colors so it identifies that this is a header, this isn't a word. It really helps a lot if the students should use the random shuffle feature that's a part of the application. So I'm going to go down here to the bottom, pick card color, make the headers green. So I'll call this one so once you create the card, let's say you accidentally forgot to type a word, you can double tap. Once you're in there, type breakfast. Now you've got one. The same thing for dinner. So now we have our breakfast and dinner categories. So you can, if you want, go through and individually type each word, but sometimes that'll take a long time, especially if you've got 20 words in a sort. They've got a feature where you can create lots of cards at one time. So to do that, all you're going to do is take 2 fingers, double tap on the screen. When you double tap on the screen, you get this menu that pops up. So in there you can type in all the different things you want them to sort. Let's just go with waffles, fried chicken. Yes, I guess you could do chicken and waffles for breakfast. I don't want them for that. Pancakes, pizza, pasta, French fries. So I'll just call it quits with that. So once you're in there, you can once again you can go and change colors, things like that. When you hit done, it's going to go and create all the cards you need. So that's a cool feature with it. So you've got all your words. To create a picture, all you're going to do is click the plus button, go to the very, very bottom, you hit no image set, and once it gives you no image set, you can either choose an image from your photo library, or say you went to Safari or whatever web browser you're using and collected a picture, you can, or took a screenshot of a photo, you can integrate it, but you can also click take a photo. What that's going to do is open up your calendar on, or not your calendar, your camera on your iPad. Take your iPad, take a picture of whatever it is they're going to take a picture of. So I've got a box of spaghetti conveniently on top of my laptop. Put it back down, hit use photo, and now that pasta is an image. So this is really great, again, for, let's say you're doing words their way, and you've got your letter name category. It's a great tool there. Say you're trying to sort things by color, so you took a bunch of pictures of different objects. Let's say you took a picture of a bunch of red objects, maybe a fire truck, maybe a red candle, maybe a red race car, things like that. You want them to be able to sort the pictures, you can put that in there. It's great for alternative assignments, things like that, providing differentiated materials. Maybe for Virginia we have the VAP, which is the Aligned Standards, or sorry, the ASLs, which is the Aligned Standards. It could be great for some of your level 1 ESOL students, things like that. But it just provides that picture option. The one thing I don't like with this application, one feature I wish they had in this application was a way to create mass produce picture cards. So like, for instance, in the creating text cards, you can double tap on the screen with 2 fingers and it allows you to type in many words at one time. To use images, you have to create each card individually. So what the assignment could be for the students to sort the topic that you gave them. And all they're going to do to sort the topic is go and just click on the word and all they'd have to do is go and drop it into the categories that they need. Now once the student is finished with their assignment, one of the cool things with it is just take a screenshot. So if you need evidence that the student completed the assignment, or for me when I had my own, I had my self-contained classroom, my parents would do a screenshot of the assignment and they would just print out the page or email me the page to verify that they did homework. To screenshot, all you're going to do is click the side button on your iPad at the top of the iPad and hit the menu button. When you click it, you're going to see a flash on the screen, and that means you took a picture. When you go to the photo album, you can then email the photo, or you can send it to a Microsoft Word file and print it off and bring it in as well. So this is a really cool application. All my students love it. Allows the students to use the iPad, but also allows you to take a paper activity that students might use every day, and you can bring it to you digitize it. Digitizing lessons gives different meanings to different students. So thank you for checking out our video on iCardSort. Once again, it's $9.99. It's available for the iPad on the iOS App Store. If you'd like to learn about more resources that you can use in your classroom, be sure to check us out at www.bteched.com, where we have our weekly Tech Bite, tons of cool applications, websites, services for collaborating, things to accommodate your students, as well as provide modifications, and also really cool instructional resources. Our goal is to give you resources that help you eliminate the amount of planning time that it takes to create each lesson. As well as if you can just feel free to send us resources. We put them on this website. Our goal is to create a community. We're trying to get this out here, get the best of the best resources out there to every teacher out there. We realize how expensive different resources are. We know the trainings aren't always easy to find, and once you find a good training, they're expensive. So we're trying to do this all free. Everything on this site, for the most part, is $20 or less. 90% of what we have is under $5 or free. So just a lot of cool resources. Feel free to join in with the conversations on our Facebook page at BTechEd, where every week we'll be posting our videos. Every so often we'll post other really cool resources, things like that. Check us out on Twitter, where you are also having conversations, things like that, sharing videos. And also check us out on our YouTube page at Super Tech Educator, where each week we are posting each of our videos. I hope you found this video presentation helpful. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and share our videos. Have a great week.